Welcome back, friends. I am doing another one of those collab or custom videos. So I think the last one I did was a few videos ago. It wasn't that long ago. So I thought it'd be fun to do another one. And I really like doing these because then I can look back and see all the customs that I've done. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. So this customer DM'd me on Instagram, and that's usually how my collabs start. You just reach out through the DMs on Instagram. That's the best way to get in touch with me. If you're wanting a custom or in general, because I always check my Instagram and emails, but she went through Instagram and sent me a few pictures of what she was wanting. She wanted something, the color palette was like purple, blues, and pinks, and she wanted it to be kind of a moon shape. I show the examples that she sent, I think, later in the video. So I picked out the colors for that, obviously, and I chose to do the blush pink background because it matched the colors. She wanted pink, and I thought it would be cuter than the oatmeal white that I usually do. And I just freehanded this moon. She wanted like I think it's a crescent moon. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But a slice of moon. So I just freehanded that. And I knew right when she told me the idea of what she was wanting, I had a picture in my head. So I did want to lay out the moon first, and then we went on top of the moon with a few flower clusters throughout. And this is just the first draft. Well, she ended up liking the first draft, but I knew that if she didn't like any of my ideas or what I came up with, I can always change. I could always change any part of it, and that's for all of my customs, not just this one. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm not sure if the camera is blurry. Like when you see this, when I edit it, it kind of looks like it could be a little fuzzy, but I'm not sure, and I'm not even going to stress about it because there's nothing I can do about it now. So I just wanted to time lapse it because it was over an hour long, and I I can't imagine watching that. But I just did a few the woven wheel stitches and the lazy daisy stitches, some French knots, and some simple leaves that I just did like single stitch leaves. And I think that's all the stitches that I did. I have videos on how to do those stitches. They're really easy. Um, I will link them below for you guys if you're interested in seeing those. And I also know that my moon isn't perfect. And if she wanted just the moon, then I don't know if I would have freehanded it, but I definitely would have made it more, I don't know, tighter looking, more like, I don't know. It would look more moon shape, I guess. I'm not sure. You see the moon. But since I was adding flowers on top of it, those imperfections of the moon would be hidden anyway, and they did. So I wasn't too concerned about that either. So a little bit ago, there was the photos that she had sent me. Um, I think one was just a simple moon with like all the same color with a couple like single stitch flowers. I'm not sure. I don't remember. And then one was embroidered on tulle, which with ribbon, not embroidery floss, which I thought that would. I can't remember who I saw. I've seen videos of people embroidering with ribbon before, and it looks so cool. I don't think that I would do that because I have so many hobbies and so many things going on right now, but that looks really cool. And I think the other one was just a moon filled with flowers, like the inside of it. I could be wrong, but I think that's what that was. But anyway, so it's always helpful when there's photos, sometimes at least a color palette and an idea. But I've done customs where they just say they want like, I can't even think, just a simple blah. and that's it. No colors, no nothing. And they just want me to do whatever I want to do. And customs are fun that way too, and they're fun this way too. So yeah, customs are probably one of my favorites to do. I like the idea of them, but then when I'm doing them, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I hope they like this. But now I'm rambling. I just thought of this, and this has nothing to do with this specific video, but this will be my first video of 2023, and I think I'm gonna start numbering my videos because I think that'd be easier for people to follow along, because my thumbnails, all of them look kind of similar, and I kind of like how I do my thumbnails. It's easy for me to do them the way that I do them, so yeah. So yeah, I just realized this would be my first video of the new year. That's kind of cool. So I filmed this a while ago, but still, and Happy New Year. We also do like a mini celebration of the Korean New Year, which is the same as the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year. I think sometimes it's not on the same day, but it is this year, I believe. So that'll be fun. And this also has nothing to do with the video, but, well, I did say Happy New Year, so no matter what time you celebrate it and all. Oh, this was the first year that my kids stayed up, and they actually stayed up till they wanted to watch the ball drop, so that was cool and fun. They were super excited about that. So I am working on, I think, the second cluster. I end up doing 3 clusters of flowers, and then I go in and add a few details just to make it look more finished, I guess. Like little French knots here and there, and little leaves and things like that. And I think I do this off camera. I do kind of add more to the moon. I make it a little bit elongated, I don't know, pointier at the tips of the moon, the top and the bottom. Actually, I think the bottom I go back with flowers, but I do something to the top, but I didn't film it. But you'll see the finished custom throughout the video, because I do end up showing it a lot for some reason, but also at the end as well. And one of these days, I want to like time myself and see how long it actually takes me to make not just a custom, but any of my necklaces, because I always feel like it doesn't take me a long time at all. But then when I like think about it, I'm like, oh, I think that took like at least an hour or 2 even. So I'll have to time myself and see how long it takes me. I also do pack this custom in this video as well, and it's time-lapse too, but I do think it's not a voiceover, it's just the sound of me packing it, so I probably won't do a voiceover over that. I don't even know what else to say, because I feel like I just uploaded a video. I don't have any updates or anything. I did start doing my Shopify. It's not like opens, but I made sure I had the name and I have some of it set up. Maybe I'll film some clips of me getting it together, but I forgot how long it takes to set those things up. I don't have any collections or anything up. Just to get some of the imaging on that took a bit, so I'm gonna have to work on that. I think tomorrow is when I'm gonna do that. And that's when this video goes up, so we'll see. And I also thought I was gonna change my shop name again, but then I decided not to, because I have changed my shop name so many times, and the logo. And I was gonna change the logo too, but I don't think I'm going to, just because it's hard to change things like that with your logo and the name of your shop, because then people could, not recognize your shop anymore. And I feel like I've done that so many times, and it's kind of hurt my growth a little bit. So I think I'm just going to leave it and just marinate in what I have for a little bit longer and see how it goes with that. I also do need to make new business cards, since my website will be different. Maybe I'll film that too. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm going to do rectangle though instead of square. I do like the square, but it's just, I don't know. You know? I don't know. And I was trying to find boxes because mine are, the boxes I use are 4x4x2. And I kind of want ones that are, I don't even care what size. It could be 4x4 or 4x6, but I want it to be by one so there's not so much space. But I can't find one like that except for, I think I found something on like Uline or something. And then I don't know about that website. I'll have to research it more. But you can only buy it in increments of 100, and that is a lot of boxes. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I have to check. I think I checked Eco and clothes. I'll have to check that too. We'll see. It doesn't matter. But the boxes I bought right now, they just, some of them don't close all the way, and I don't like how thick they are. I think it'd be cool if they're thinner, and if I got like custom ones or something. But I'm just thinking out loud right now. Back to this video, that was a close-up of the finished embroidery part of it. And I mentioned how I changed the top and the bottom, so you could kind of see it a little bit. And I did send a picture to the customer before I glued it up, I think. I usually do, so I assume that's what I do too. And I always let them know that I can always change anything, and it's never a big deal that, and I don't mind, because I know sometimes people might feel weird if they don't 100% like something and they might not say something. But I want to make sure that, you know, everyone that wants a custom, they get exactly what they want, and it's never a big deal to change something, because honestly, it doesn't take me that long to change something most of the time. Even if I have to scrap the whole thing, I can always sell the first draft or whatever, you know. So, but she ended up really liking it, and she chose the #1 backing, which is my most popular one, and I just bought some with a different supplier because mine closed, and it's taking like a month to get here. It's still not here, so over a month then, because it's supposed to be here on the 20th, I think, and that's when I'm supposed to open my shop. So I think I bought from a different Etsy shop as well. Hopefully I did. If not, I'm going to do that as soon as I get off of this because I'm going to need those. So this part is the next day because I let the weight sit on top of the necklace overnight. And I'm just showing the mermaid tail. This is, I mean, my shop is closed, but it wasn't my shop. So I'm still trying to go through the last bit of the chains because I had to change the chains that I use since my supplier closed, like I mentioned. And I found some that I like. They're a little bit thicker than the ones that I used to use, but I like how they look, and they're just like a tiny bit bigger. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, and it looks fine. If anything, they're going to be stronger than my original ones. Not that I had a problem with them, but you know. They're a little thicker. So I just forgot what I was saying. So I'm gonna be done with this voiceover so you can enjoy the ASMR-ness of this packing video because I like these videos and I hope you do too. So I'm also whispering. So I hope you enjoy this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.